We have a bit of a tradition on this channel. We like to watch very, very bad movies. And one of my personal favorites is the 365 Days series. We covered the first two movies before, and I think the second one we actually did like maybe a month ago. But somehow we're already here watching the third. One might consider that an act of God. I thought we had at least another year before we'd be seeing this, considering it's the final installment as well. But it turns out we're going to be reacting to it today. I'm assuming that most people watching this video know enough about the series, but just in case you're new, I'm going to do a very rapid fire synopsis. Our girl Laura was kidnapped by Massimo in the first movie. Massimo happens to be a mafia boss. They somehow fall in love. Mafia tomfoolery ensues and she keeps almost dying. But I think the most important thing to know about this series is that there is not a single redeeming man in it. Before we get into it though, I want to give a quick shout out to today's sponsor, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of creative classes to choose from, whether you want to pick up a new hobby or refine a skill you already have. I'm the type of person that gets motivated by set objectives or following somebody along, and Skillshare's not only given me that, but they let me do it at my own pace too. And I've seen a ton of progress in myself when it comes to starting new hobbies and actually sticking to them in the past 2 years that I've been using it. I've taken a bunch of very different classes from each other, like everything from art journaling to productivity. It's definitely a very mixed bag, but that's what I love about it. There's just so many different options on there. I'm currently in the middle of taking advanced video editing with Adobe Premiere Pro by Jordy Vanderpoot. I've been trying to transition to Premiere Pro for the longest time, but I've just always found that platform very daunting. But this class made me so much more comfortable with it now. I actually know what the options on there do, and Jordy's a really engaging teacher. Definitely check it out though. There are so many different things you can learn on there, like things you might not even realize that you wanted to learn, and Skillshare is the perfect place to start. If you're interested, the first 1,000 of my viewers to sign up through the link in the description box will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare, so you can start exploring your creativity today. So definitely take advantage of that if you can. It's free. Thanks again to Skillshare for sponsoring. Now let's get back into the video. I know I said this the last time, but dare I say I'm getting a little emo right now. Like, this is the end. This is the last time we're gonna see them abuse each other. Once again, we're starting this movie under the assumption that Laura is no longer with us. I'm sure we all remember what happened last movie. What you say? But there's no way she's dead, okay? If this video is longer than 2 minutes, she's alive, because I'm not watching this shit if she's not. Oh my god, look at this sausage party. Where the fun people at? All I want out of this movie is to be out with a drink in my hand with my girls Laura and Miss Whipped Cream. This is a snooze fest. Oh. This is a funeral. Okay, in fairness, it's not offensive that I implied this was a flop, because technically all funerals are. Like, they kind of should be. I want people sad at my funeral. You know, set up a nice little playlist, have a little bit of rain, a little bit of tears. Every 45-year-old male actor I've been obsessed with showing up and standing 20 feet away from the funeral to just watch from a distance and bond over how they were all secretly in love with me. Actually, hold that thought. A hype funeral could be fun. Like, what's after life? Are they in love? I'm getting Pride and Prejudice energy from this.
I had something to do.
Oh, it's the twin. Am I supposed to care about this? This movie has this habit of like introducing random characters, barely giving us any information about them beyond good or bad, then killing them off and making it feel like it's supposed to be monumental. Like, I don't know this man. I don't know who he is. I don't know anything about him, other than the fact that he's an evil twin. I would argue this is a win all around though. Like, I'm sorry, but we only have 1 hour and 50 minutes to get through all the shit going on with Laura and Massimo. Trim the fat, please. Get him out of here. And this also saves you guys from hearing me make the same Meghan Trainor joke over and over again. Bring it back one more time though. That's my evil twin!
But it would be good for us to forget about these, unfortunate incident.
No. Incident is me calling my grade 7 teacher mom. This man got what you say style slaughtered in a dungeon. That's not an incident. That would be murder.
You have 1 hour. 1.
I can't stand this man. This is why you never trust men with good hair. There's just something about the threat of a receding hairline that seems to neutralize the crazy in most men. If you want to find an unproblematic, chill, relaxed partner, find a baldy. All he wants to do is clean up.
I've missed you so much.
Okay, sorry to interrupt, but are we planning to talk about how you almost died again or no? Because, like, not to be a dick or anything, but there's like a whole other movie that kind of proves why you should. It just came to me that this entire dynamic between like me and these two fictional characters is this meme.
I'm so sorry. I didn't want to disturb you.
Whoa. That is a snap snap Kirby walk. No, like, this is very Angel Mommy 7 of her. That second near-death experience really brought up not a girl, but a woman.
Scusatemi.
Oh, come on, have some decorum. They're all still there. As usual, I cannot share what's going on screen right now. Like, while they're doing their thing, there's like 9 people just sitting in a room. Like it's a dentist office. So, how was everyone's weekend? Okay, so Nacho ends up calling her, which honestly, I'm just gonna assume that this entire movie is gonna be about this love triangle. Can I just say really quickly though, I do not like this man. Tomato City, get him out of here. Like, at least Massimo knows to a certain extent that he's a piece of shit. I think. Nacho, for some reason though, seems to be under the impression that he's like a good mafia person, even though he did the exact same thing as Massimo.
On był po prostu inny. Kto? Nacho. A on był moim przyjacielem.
Your confidant? Your silly rabbit? Laura, we are trying to help you, but you are so stupid sometimes. She spent like 2 days on the beach with this guy. That's like summer camp. Like, you can't hand that term out to the first guy who's nice to you. Or the second guy who's kidnapped you. Why do we keep pretending that didn't happen? Okay, now we got a little bit of an oons moment going on here. They're getting drunk, they're having fun. Then Massimo shows up. Don't get me wrong here. I get that the point of this movie is to mostly be them having sex. But can we have a sense of urgency here? It's the last movie. Where is the plot? I have actual unanswered questions. I'm probably like the only person who's watching this trying to take it seriously, but come on. You can't do this to me.
Why don't you sleep?
Oh, I know that posture. She's holding in a fart.
I can't without you.
Laura, for the love of God, stand up, woman. Okay, so the girls are very much fighting. They got in a huge argument because Massimo asked what happened on the island in the last movie, and he like got straight up scary.
Liar! You ran away with them when you thought that I was cheating on you and Anna.
Okay, he's not wrong.
It would have never happened if you told me about your twin brother.
Also true though.
You had no rights. He was my baby.
Oh, he is acting. Harry Styles getting outacted by a guy cast in a thinly veiled porno. I know he's pissed. They are really hammering this love triangle though, because every time that Massimo and Laura have sex, she keeps picturing Nacho.
I think you're hiding something from me.
Don't get me wrong, this man is terrifying right now, but him saying this in this position, it's funny, okay? Obviously, Laura and Massimo aren't doing very well right now. So they have this scene where like Massimo's alone and there's sad music playing and he's staring off into the distance while he's taking a shower. It seems very dramatic and self-reflective. And then he starts jacking off. Like, can you just get a journal? The next day though, Laura pulls up to Massimo and his friend playing tennis. Are we about to get another golf serve? This time she's gonna shoot tennis balls out of her flower. Massimo gets angry mid-match though, and it apparently has something to do with some sort of drug deal gone wrong and ends up storming off. Him and Laura have still very much not made up though. So Laura's a career girly now. So there's like a montage of them both working and Laura's thriving while Massimo has a look on his face as if he shit his own diaper. Since Laura and Massimo are fighting right now and not having sex, of course somebody has to be having sex in this movie. So they randomly throw in this scene of Laura's assistant. You know what? At this point, I don't ask questions anymore. Oh, she's posing the fuck out of that car. Laura ends up going on a business trip though with Miss Whipped Cream, and it just so happens that Nacho is surfing on the same beach that they're on. Coincidence my ass. I know what you guys are doing, and I don't like it. Like, just to be clear, she's currently thirsting after a guy who previously kidnapped her, while she's currently angry at a guy who also kidnapped her that she now realized was controlling. She has another sex dream with Nacho though. This time they're like fucking in a bird's nest or some kind of yurt. I don't know how to describe what they're currently doing it in right now. They finally end up at this fashion show though for Laura's work. Laura's friend goes with her, gets kidnapped in the club, and nobody cares. Nacho's sister though randomly shows up and starts advocating for her brother.
Laura, you know he's not a bad person, right?
He's just a mafia boss who did kidnap you exactly like the guy that you're currently trying to break it off with right now, but he was nice about it.
He's just loyal to his father.
Or that too. Yeah.
Hear him out at least.
This girl's about to get herself another 3 movies, reliving the exact same shit. Also, if you're looking for a friend update, she is currently sobbing on a fire escape.
Baby really hurt me, crying in the taxi. She don't wanna know, he says he made the big mistake. Dead to the right.
I will give you time, little bit.
Ew. I'm sorry, did I miss something? Where the hell did that reference come from? Or does he mean B as in Bob? Because if so, maybe I don't mind this guy so much anymore. Oh, they're both cooked. Why is this woman only interested in mafia men? Like, they're frightening. I'm sorry. Can we just date a banker maybe?
My purse.
Okay, I don't know if this movie's just being clunky or if they wanted Laura to be like, oh my god, I need to get my purse. How did I end up here? Because there were many access points for that purse. I see both of you.
Are you sure?
If she still needs her purse, I would think so. Do you still need your purse now that you're in my lap, little bee? Like, get the fuck out of here. This movie's so fucking weird. Laura, please, just look me in the eye. This isn't you. This guy's even lamer than the last one. Unfortunately, my efforts were in vain. They are currently friendly wrestling on the beach. Honestly, for a movie that's supposed to be chaotic, they are missing out on opportunities here. Like, if I had it my way, Massimo would be emerging out of the water right now, like X on the beach style. But unfortunately, that's not what I'm watching on screen right now. Let me defend my girl Laura here for a moment though, because I know a lot of people are gonna watch this and go, wow, Laura's such a bad person. She cheated on Massimo and he didn't do that to her. Unfortunately, what happens when you kidnap somebody at the start of your relationship is that there quite literally isn't anything worse that they could do to you. So dare I say Massimo just kind of needs to accept this one. Since Nacho's an actual contender now, I was actually thinking of doing a pros and cons list between him and Massimo, but then I remembered that this franchise barely fleshes out its characters beyond hot mafia guy with nice hair, so we're pretty much left with this. Personally, I'm team anyone else. It does come out though that Nacho actually saved Massimo from getting shot in the last movie because he knew that Laura loved him, not because maybe murder is bad.
Where have you been?
Oh my god, he doesn't even call her baby girl anymore. Is their marriage actually gonna end?
I went for a walk to think.
Yeah, walk on the traitor trail. I'm kidding. I support Laura blindly. Okay, I know I should be paying attention because it's a very tense moment, but was that big ass vase really necessary for a single leaf?
You dirty
Liar!
Okay, no, like the men are all really starting to scare me in this. Get rid of them. We're supposed to be having fun.
There's no us. This white shit replaced me.
What is is she talking about drugs? I thought she wanted a divorce because he's abusive. All we see is this guy have clear anger issues throughout the entire franchise, but the reason she wants to leave him has nothing to do with said anger issues. Like, the reason is right there. It's literally right there. Somehow they are still loosely together though at the end of this conversation. She ends up asking him to go to Sicily so that she can have her space. After that though, she then proceeds to have a sex dream of her having a threesome with them. I swear to God, if this movie ends with Laura somehow finagling a polygamous relationship with 2 mafia bosses, like, I'm sorry, this is terrifying. I don't even think you could find that shit on Wattpad. And trust me, I would know. That shit was traumatizing. While Laura's still away though, she gets a call from Miss Whipped Cream, and it turns out that Massimo knows about Nacho. So she ends up going back to meet with Massimo, and it turns out that Nacho is posing as her cab driver.
I didn't fall in love with you at the first time.
Okay, I know this is meant for him to be like, we're best friends, but this is so backhanded. Girl, I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought you were so uggo the first time I saw you. But now I love you, so it's okay. There's only 10 minutes left in this movie right now, and there's only one thing they could do to save this thing, and that includes Laura singing a rendition of Unfaithful on the beach. Probably won't happen, would be a great thing to latch onto though. Let me set the boring scene though. It's a beach, the sun is setting in the distance, there's cliffs and waves, and it turns out that Massimo didn't just learn about Nacho, he's known the whole time.
When I was a child, my dad used to read me a book. I still remember one sentence, a little parable. If you really love something, just let it go.
You're lying. That's not even from a kid's book. Wait, are they actually breaking up? Call me dumb. I thought they were gonna work it out.
Your dad was a wonderful father.
That is not true. He killed a lot of people.
Are you back, baby girl?
But you can tell this is the last chance. He threw that baby girl out one more time. She just turns to him like, I am not your baby girl anymore. I am a beautiful little bee. That's how it ends? No, there has to be a post-credits scene. She didn't answer the question, and we need an answer. I watched this whole movie for an answer. I don't even know what to do. I mean, I don't love that they infer that she's gonna end up with Nacho, but at least technically, in terms of where the movie ends, she doesn't end up with either of them. I'm gonna stick with that. I'm gonna believe that Laura has nothing else to do with these men for the rest of her life. I can't believe that's the final movie though. Like, that felt the least chaotic out of all 3 of them. Hopefully you guys enjoyed these videos though. I had so much fun making them. Possibly too much. If you did enjoy the video, feel free to give it a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on the post notifications, all that good shit. And if you want to check out my stuff outside of YouTube, I'll put all of my social media links down in the pinned comment below. You can also check me out on Twitch where I stream. But thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.